poultry, but I'm just chicken. And I'm also a drummer, so the best thing I can say about drumming is it's a great way to meet your neighbors. I am concerned, though, I'm getting older. In fact, I've gotten to the age, I've begun lying about it. When somebody asks, I tell them I'm 94. They always say, damn, you look good. But I am concerned that someday I'm going to wake up and discover that I've just become some sort of an old biddy, so I've put together a list of warning signs. So, for example, if you have more cats than teeth, you could be an old biddy. If your bra size is 46 long, you could be an old biddy. If you own a moo-moo and you describe it as form-fitting, you could be an old biddy. If you consider yourself athletic because you have tennis balls on the legs of your walker, you could be an old biddy. If you fall asleep and the ladies in the home play connect the dots on your liver spots, you could be an old biddy.
Yikes!
If they confuse your varicose veins for Google Maps, you could be an old biddy. If you think sex is a 4-letter word, that doesn't mean you're an old biddy, but you may need new bifocals. If your favorite perfume is Ben Gay, you could be an old biddy. If your cats eat gourmet cat food, but you eat the store brand, you could be an old biddy. And guys, you're not off the hook either, because if you're not careful, one day you're going to wake up and figure out you've become an old fart.
No way.
Yeah, so I got a list for you. I got a list. Warning signs you got to watch for. If you're wearing suspenders and a belt, you could be an old fart. If dressing up means wearing black socks with your sandals, you could be.
I don't even own sandals.
Busted!
If you pick your girlfriend based on whether or not she's got a handicap parking placard, you could be an old fart. And if you quit calling it Junior and begin referring to it as Lazy Larry, you're definitely in the old fart category. I've been a little bothered lately by this law now that you can't talk on your cell phone while you drive.
Yeah!
And for me it was, I never actually talked on mine. I just held it up to my ear so people didn't know I was talking to myself.
Well, that works.
Yeah, you know. Why is it, talking about driving, somebody will spend north of 50 grand on a luxury car, but they can't pop for the one that comes with turn signals?
It's the black socks.
I love the new smaller cars, the economy cars. I think the smart car is so cute. I want two, one for each foot. Wear them like roller skates. I spend a lot of time in my car, so I enjoy great food like this tonight, but I get a lot of mine at the drive-through window. And it dawned on me, have you ever actually tried to drive through that little window? It does, although I guess that's better than if you called it the drive-by window. But driving helps me cope with life. You know, as a comic, it can be tough to make friends because everybody thinks you're going to talk about them in your act. And you will. And so when I'm feeling lonely, I get in the car and I get on the freeway and I put my foot down on the accelerator and do 35 miles an hour in the fast lane.
Good.
People are
Good
so
work.
friendly. They'll honk, they'll wave, they talk to you in sign language. And it's a great way to meet people. I'm coming off Tennessee the other night, some guy, I'm at the light, he runs up and taps on the window. I couldn't make out exactly what he said, but I think it had something to do with sexual intercourse. Which, by the way, we need a dialogue on the F word. Did you see in the news a month or so ago where this woman in North Carolina got arrested for cussing in front of her kid? Seriously, it's a law. They threw her in jail. And I'm thinking, we got to change something. And I've wondered for a long time, why is it you can talk about the F word, but you can't say the F word.
Interesting.
All right? Because when I say F word, you know exactly what I meant.
Right.
You've spelled it out in your mind, in all caps, with an exclamation mark.
Right.
You know exactly what it is, but hell, I can't say it. Well, I've come up with a couple of solutions for that.
Hear this.
Couple of options. One is we could just change the spelling to PH. So when you drop something on your foot and you say, oh, and somebody looks at you and go, no, I didn't say that word, I said the PH word.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That works. I love it.
Well, the other option is actually maybe simpler. Change the grammar, and we'll just pronounce that from now on, the F is silent. So you can do uck, you, uck, off, mother, ucker, what the uck, and all
Hey, that's
day
great.
long. And
Yeah.
you got no problem
You
whatsoever.
could say that one in church.
In addition to the comedy and the drumming and the poetry, I do some artwork too.
Oh, sweet.
And I was showing one of my pieces to a friend the other day, and she says, now that is true art. The F is silent.
I love that.
Yeah. And, oh, hang on, I need the mic stand for a moment for this part. Since Randy got us going on the religious stuff, I want to do my God jokes, and God's got a sense of humor, but just in case, I don't want to be touching anything metal.
Hey! There went the atheism. It's gone.
In modern times and feminism, there's been this growing thing about why is God male? God could be the goddess, the female, but I figured it out. God has got to be male. Simply because in the Bible it says that once we die, we go to heaven, we spend tens and tens of thousands of years doing nothing but praising God. Well, only a male ego could need that much stroking. And
True.
think about it, in a monotheistic religion, what the hell is he going to do with reproductive organs anyway? Although that does explain a lot. Maybe that's why the world's so screwed up. You really do go blind. Hey, I'll leave it with that. My name's Chrystine Julian.
Thank you, Chrystine Julian. Thank you. Good job. Don't worry. Don't worry. None of us will get struck by lightning. God has a sense of humor. That's why I made sure.